What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Now, we did go ahead and take Justin Fields under, Mason Taylor under. This is our correlated strategy that we always use, guys. It is taking quarterbacks and receivers either over together or under together, and pretty much exactly what I said in yesterday's video did go ahead and happen. Justin Fields only threw for 23 yards in that first half. I think he threw for over like 100 yards then in that second half. So again, what I said was going to happen did go ahead and happen, because in that second half, he was forced to throw because they were down by like 7 to 14 points, right? But anyway, Justin Fields only throws for 23 yards in the first half. Mason Taylor gets 3.2 fantasy score. He actually gets like 12 yards. So whether you took him under the receiving yards, whether you took him under fantasy score, which is what I recommended, he did go ahead and go under in both of those categories there. And then we do have Rico Dowell obviously waiting for us on Sunday, hopefully not getting 20 rush attempts, which I still think is very high for him. I will also say this is a really important thing to understand and really cool to see here. But one of my favorite picks, and I mentioned this in yesterday's video if you stuck around until the end, was Davis Mills under 34.5 fantasy score, okay? Or not fantasy score, pass attempts, okay? It was at 34.5. And I said this was one of my favorite plays. I said I was going to send this out to my VIP. I did go ahead and send it out to my VIP in a 4-man. And now his line is all the way down to 32. So this was like, I don't know whether PrizePicks was, I don't know whether it was an error or what they were doing with this line there. But this was a very easy under all day at 34.5. Now at 32, I don't like it as much. I pretty much don't like it at all. All the value was at 34 or 34.5. But again, I'm kind of regretting not actually putting this in the Rico Dowell spot, because, you know, at the end of the day, we can see now that this was a very off line, as I mentioned yesterday. So good to see there. Hopefully, you know, some of you guys took this in some regard. Maybe you took it with the Drake May discount or something like that. But either way, you know, again, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed to hit. It just means that PrizePicks just pretty much said, hey, this is way too good, and we're going to go ahead and take it off the board. Now, better, we actually go 2 for 2 on. I don't know if you guys are following my better picks, but 3-mans across, or 3Xs across the board there on better. Better is a super simple app to use and make money long term on, because they give out so many promos every day. It's pretty much Taco Tuesday every single day on better. Okay, guys, so get better. If you don't have better, I do have a code for it that you guys can text me about. And then we do have a couple of setups along the way. This one's set up overnight, which is really nice to see. And this Eastern Carolina duo is one of my favorite duos to bet on this year, okay? So nice to see there. Let's go ahead and try to get some more setups throughout the week and throughout really today. And then we do have a couple of games today as well that we're going to go ahead and bet on, okay, guys? So if you guys don't know, we are very profitable on this channel, as I mentioned. So this is the graph since May 1st. I track absolutely everything, right? I've had very losing days. I've had very winning days. Everything remains the same. I'm very transparent. We use correlation long term, which is what I just talked about, the Justin Fields and Mason Taylor thing. And then we are profitable long term, whether you look over the course of the summer, whether you look over the course of the last month, whether you look over the course of last year. We actually went up 600 units alone. So this is since May 1st. So I don't know, maybe like 5 months, 6 months, something like that. 156 units of profit. I literally just updated this. You'll see the record right here. This is over like 1,500 bets or something. So you guys cannot fake 1,500 bets, right? Over 1,500 bets, you guys know that we are profitable if you're able to do that. And not only profitable, like very much so profitable. If you're just a $10 better, guys, you'd be up $1,500, actually more than $1,500, taking all my bets since May 1st. And again, you know, along the way, I would expect you to maybe bump up to $15 to $20 to $25 in bets right there. Year to date, we're up close to 300 units, guys. So again, you guys can see some helpful units and markers there. If you do want to enter this jersey giveaway that I've been talking about, guys, all you have to do is like and comment on every single day's video in November. You guys will get an additional raffle ticket every day that you do so, okay? So I'm giving away this signed Jordan Addison jersey. You'll see him sign it right here, which is really cool. And again, if you want a chance to win here, just go ahead and like and comment on this video, and I'll go ahead and send that out to one of the lucky winners later in the month, okay? So let's get into the first pick of the day. We have like 3 picks once again. Well, we have 2 picks, and then we have a couple of plays on PrizePicks, as I did yesterday, okay? So first pick of the day is Karl Anthony Towns over 11.5 rebounds, Knicks versus Heat. Now, I like this all the way up to actually minus 140. So this is going to be the play of the day on ONYX odds. Again, I talk about ONYX odds quite a lot for a couple of reasons. First of all, you're getting a free $100, okay? So who doesn't like a free $100 to bet with? It is a no-brainer to get ONYX odds. You get guaranteed literally a free $100. I know that sounds way too good to be true. I know it sounds like a scam. It is not. I'm telling you guys. So many of you guys sign up for ONYX odds. I'm telling you, it's so funny every day. I'll get people signing for ONYX odds and they'll be like, no way, I just got $100. It's actually $115 in free bets to go ahead and bet with. And again, whether you're like a serious bettor trying to make money, whether you're just trying to like, bet with your friends on a game or something like that, like it's a no-brainer to get $100 in free bets. I'll also say if there's friends or family or whoever that want to get $100 in free bets, just text me, right? I can send them my code. You can get an additional free month of the VIP, guys. I'll work with you, and it's really simple to do so. All you have to do is text me the word ONYX. These are the instructions pretty much. Text me the word ONYX to my number on the screen right here for 1 free month. I talked about better a little bit. You guys can text me the word better also if you don't have better. And sleeper, right? And I want to get a lot of you guys on sleeper. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to turn this into 2 months free, okay? 2 months free of the VIP for this weekend only, okay? So till Sunday, you'll get 2 months free of the VIP if you sign up for sleeper with my code. My code is PAID, okay? It is PAID, like this. But again, just text me the word sleeper and I will go ahead and get you those instructions really simply there. And you guys will get $20 in free bets on sleeper, okay? So not as good as ONYX, but still money is money. Again, we're not going to complain about free money there, guys. So sleeper, 2 months free of the VIP for signing up for sleeper, guys. And I'm going to do that for this weekend only, okay? So let's get into the plays of the day on PrizePicks. I have this 3-man, and then I actually have one additional pick on PrizePicks that I like in the NBA, and maybe an NFL play. I think I also have an NFL play that I'll give you guys too. So we do have a 3-man entry. Again, it's going to be very similar to what we do pretty much every day. We're not reinventing the wheel. We are doing the same strategy that has worked for the past year and a half. This is a proven betting strategy. It has worked over the past, 5,000, 6,000 bets, whatever you want to call it. And we have 2 players on the in college football tonight, Clemson versus Louisville, and I'm taking them over together. Okay, so Tristan Smith and Cade Klubnik over together. Now Clemson, I'm forgetting their name. I think it's Brian Westco. Let me look. Yeah, Brian Westco is their number 1 receiver. He got injured a couple of games ago. I think he has a back injury, so hopefully he's okay, but he is out for the season. And we are taking now Tristan Smith. Tristan Smith is pretty much bumped up to the wide receiver like 2 or 3, and Cade Klubnik is, well, the quarterback, okay? So the better that Cade Klubnik does, and if he's playing from behind especially, which is really what I think is going to happen, I think this might be a pretty electric game. This reminds me of that Miami-Louisville that was on Friday night, maybe like a month ago now, and that was a very electric game. Miami actually lost that game. Miami was playing from behind. So Louisville is a good team. They beat Miami this year. Clemson, not so good. So I think Clemson is going to be playing from behind, which is good for the overs, okay? So when a team is playing from behind, what do? They throw the ball quite a lot. So I think Cade Klubnik might get 300 yards tonight. And then I think Tristan Smith is his second or third choice. He does have a number 1 receiver, and you'd actually get way less of a payout by taking him. So I'm taking Tristan Smith, who's just as good, and I'm taking him over. Again, if Cade Klubnik, let's say he gets, 320 yards tonight or something like that, that's going to mean that there's a very, very likely chance that Tristan Smith maybe gets 50 to 70 of those yards because his quarterback throws for so much. Now, if Cade Klubnik only gets, let's just say 100 yards, then Tristan Smith's probably only going to get, 20 yards or something like that, okay? So these guys are very correlated together. This is the number 1 strategy on PrizePicks that you can use. There's really nothing better that you can do on PrizePicks betting-wise. This is such a good strategy to utilize, okay? And then down here, we do have Jerry Jeudy to go over 3.5 receptions. I really like this line. It's probably going to bump up to 4. If it bumps up to 4, I probably wouldn't take it anymore, and I'd just take the NBA play that I'm going to give you, but this is really good if you guys can get this at 3.5. And again, utilizing that same sort of thought process, Cleveland, they're going to throw a lot because they're probably going to be losing to the Ravens. So when you're playing from behind, you're going to throw a lot. And Jerry Jeudy is really good, and 3.5 receptions is really low for a number 1 receiver on a team that's probably going to throw the ball 30 to 40 times. All right, so let's dive into a couple more PrizePicks plays that I can give you guys and just kind of sprinkle you guys some additional entries here. This is where we actually gave out that Davis Mills entry yesterday. I will say, if you have been enjoying the video so far, if I've provided you guys with some value, maybe you've learned something, I really appreciate a like and a comment. If you guys comment down below who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, it really helps me out. It pushes the algorithm to more users and more viewers. And yeah, thank you guys so much for that. So the first pick is going to be Tyrese Maxey to go under 7.5 assists. This is going to be in tonight's game versus the Pistons. So that's going to be the first play. And the second play, we're going to go down to the NFL and we're going to take pass attempts, and we're going to take Sam Darnold over 30 pass attempts, okay? I think this actually has a very similar vibe to the Davis Mills line, because if you look at Davis Mills, where is he? Right here. He actually throws the ball 45 times. So I think what it did is, in the PrizePicks algorithm, they bumped his pass attempts line artificially, because they think, well, this guy throws a ton, but it was just because he was losing this game, he had to throw a ton, right? As I said, when you're losing, you're going to throw a ton. When you're winning, you're not going to throw so much. So because he was losing so much, he had to pass a lot last game, and he's only played like 1 or 2 games this season, because Stroud is normally the starting quarterback, obviously. Now he's facing the Titans, so they're probably going to win, so he's probably going to throw the ball less. Hopefully you guys are catching where I'm going with this. Sam Darnold, the last game he played versus the Cardinals, he literally threw the ball 12 times. Why? Because they were up like 35-0 in a blink of an eye. So he didn't throw at all last game. He threw the ball 12 times. That is like unheard of, because again, they ran the ball like crazy. So if there's anything that I can show you guys, a 1-for-1 reference of what I mean when you're up 35-0, when you're up like crazy in an NFL game, you do not pass the ball very much. He passed the ball like 2 times past the second quarter, something like that. So I think this is a similar vibe, because with Sam Darnold, he's playing the Rams now, and they're probably going to be playing from behind. I personally think the Rams are a top 2, top 3 team in the NFL. And again, whether you like the Rams or not, I think this is going to be a very close game. Seattle versus the Rams, 2 very high-powered offenses, it looks like. And I think over 30 pass attempts should be easy for him. So I really like this here. I wouldn't be surprised if it bumps up to like 31.5 or something like that by game time. These are going to be the 2 picks, guys. Go ahead and sign up for ONYX. Like I said, sign up for Sleeper. You'll get two months free of the VIP. And then you guys can also text me better and get signed up for these better and get these better discounts. It is free money on better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.